Hey guys, Kevin here with a quick video. It's a little snippet from one of our recent funnel builds where we talk about spacing and sizing and layout in regard to columns and in regard to your page. And this seems to be one of the greatest frustrations that a lot of people are feeling, where we're trying to move things around and then it gets messed up in mobile. And these tips will help you be able to center your images or size your images without causing a problem in mobile. So I hope you enjoy the video and get some great information for your own funnels that you're building. All right. So again, we're going to go to size. We're going to go to relative to parent. You see how it shrunk it completely. It didn't mess with the proportions. It just made it small. And then the way you change the size is you use these sliders over here, up and down. So you can go all the way to 100% down to 14.29%. Not sure where we came up with that number. So that's the first thing, is changing the size. Remember, width relative to parent. That's the key right there. And then you're going to use the sliders. What if you want, so what if I wanted to grab this and just move it down the page, right? So that's where spacing comes in. And if you want to move an element down, you can go to this. The margins are outside the element and the padding is inside the element. So you can actually squeeze an item inside of its own container to give it space. Or you can go, if we want to move this down the page, we're going to go up here above the element, drag this slider, and we're going to move it down on the page. Again, those two are, and you can do the same thing on the left if you want to move it to the right. Now, you see how I did it at an angle there because I have both of these selected. If I just select that, I will move left to right. Okay, so those two are important for size and sort of positioning. The last thing then is, well, what if I want this to be centered in its column? So this is a 2-column layout. You have a column over here for the text and you have a column over here for the image. What if I want that to be centered? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the container that it's in. And I should have talked about blocks and containers before. I'll come back to this if I need to, but we're going to go. So right here we have the element. It's an image. We're going to go down here at the bottom. You always have what's called your breadcrumbs. It's the path of everything that this is built on. So we're going to go to the container that it's in. We're going to go to layout. We choose vertical and the second one in. And you see how it centered that? So it's the container that determines where the element sits. You can make it sit to the right. You can go center and left. You can also go up and down. So you can see the container is larger than the image. So if I click this primary at the bottom, it's going to go to the bottom. This is to the top. This is to the middle. So if we go middle, we just centered that right in the middle of that container. So those are really important: layout, spacing, and size. So another important thing about layout is that you cannot use what I just did there with vertical and horizontal and all that good stuff. You can't do that when you're actually on the image. So it's tempting to say, oh, I want this image centered, so I'm going to hit the layout and change the layout of it. It doesn't work that way. What you really need to do is think about a line of text, and you don't center the letter. You center the line within its box. And that's what you always have to think about. I'm using the container to choose whether I'm going to center this element or not. So having said that, caveat, text still has its center option. So that's kind of an automatic thing, but that's what it's doing. Essentially, it's taking that container and it's basically doing the layout, what we just did for this image.
Quick question, Kevin, just to be clear. So to center that text, the easy edit funnel text, you clicked on the text or you clicked on the container before you centered?
Yeah, so again, the text is the caveat to this whole thing. Text
Hmm.
still works like text works
Okay.
everywhere. You click on this center over here and you can go left, right,
So if
center.
I want to center the text within a container, I go to text and do that. If I want to center an image in a container, then I have to go down to layout and
Or the
select the
container.
container. Go
Yeah,
to go to
exactly.
the containers and then do the work within layout.
Or the container. You're looking at a specific thing here, but like I just went to the container
Right.
that
Yeah.
the image is in.
Yeah.
Now here would be an example. So if you look at this, you see that I centered the text by using the text features, right? But now my button is not centered. So I can't center it by clicking on the button. What I can do is go to the container that the button is in,
Yeah.
go to layout, vertical, and I just centered my button.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope that was helpful. And you can get more tips, more tutorials here on the Groove Tutorials YouTube channel. And you can also get more information in the G4G community. I want to invite you to get free access today. You can just sign up, no credit card, nothing required, and you begin to be able to see some tips. You get glimpses of the courses that are available, and you get to just look around, and it's free. It doesn't cost you a thing. So click on the link below and you can join the G4G membership for free today. And if you really want to go into it more, you can get your monthly subscription. It's only $29 a month, and you get access to everything, including the private Facebook group, including live Q&As every week, including more courses that are going to be coming within the G4G membership. So check it out below. At least get the free membership, and look forward to seeing you and helping you more and more as you build your great business. You're building a great business, and you deserve to thrive, and Groove can help you do it.